everyone. So let's start then. Today, I would like to focus on array. Okay. So how we define this array, or what is the need of array? Can anybody tell me that array, we use this term for exactly what type of structures?
So user defined data.
Voice is not coming clearly actually.
Sir, array is a collection of data.
Uh,
Hello.
mhm.
Hello.
Yeah, I can
Sir,
hear
am I
you.
audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please continue.
Yes, sir. Sir, array is a collection of data, collection of same values which under one variable.
Okay. Okay,
Hello,
Rajesh.
sir.
Hello.
Sir, in Python, array is useful if we want to work with many values of the same data type.
Okay, that is also accepted. Anyone else would like to define this?
Collection of data.
Sorry.
Collection of data.
Collection of data, but there we have to actually add these things that they are of the same type. Okay, let me define it now. Array माने कि array क्या है exactly? आपके पास बहुत सारे एलिमेंट्स हैं, ठीक है? मैं जैसे ये कंसीडर कर रहा हूँ 1 2 3 4 5 125 575 like that. Okay, what you can see here, as a CSIT student, if I ask you that just look at this element and tell me their characteristics, what you'll say? ये एलिमेंट्स को देख के आपको क्या लगता है कि एज ए CSIT स्टूडेंट आप क्या बोलोगे इस एलिमेंट्स के बारे में? Quickly, I want the answer quick. देखो मैं 1 2 3 4 5 125 575 में लिख के रखा हूँ, तो ये क्या है एग्जैक्टली?
The integer values.
That's the answer. Okay. और बाकी সকলে কোনোবাই ক'বা, বাকি कोई लोग बोलेंगे क्या है ये? Okay, Rajesh, you're correct because they fall under the type. यहाँ पे हम एक word use करते हैं क्या? Data type और type. Right? भूल तो नहीं गए हो ना ये सब चीज जो प्रोग्रामिंग में हम
Yes, sir.
यूज करते थे, राइट? सो आई एम एक्चुअली टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस डेटा टाइप. Exactly which category these elements belong will be defined by data type. And data type will be of different types. It's not the case that you have only those numbers. You may have complex numbers. You may have, suppose, pixels. Okay. So there are different elements or different types of element we do have. Now, by looking at this example, you'll see that this is of type integer. Yes, and believe me, this matters a lot because for every data type, we have a different size of chunk of memory associated. ठीक है? अलग डेटा टाइप के लिए साइज अलग होगा, चंक अलग होगा, मेमोरी चंक अलग होगा, तो इसीलिए हम क्या करते हैं, ये डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा टाइप रखते हैं. यस और नो? यू आर एग्री विद दैट?
Yes, sir.
अब मैं 1 2 3 लिखा, उसके बाद मैं अगर यहाँ लिख देता, इफ आई राइट लाइक 7.5, now can you tell me these elements falling under the same type?
No, sir.
Of course no. Good. क्योंकि अब जो ये है, ये किस में आ गया है, ये एक और टाइप फ्लोट में आ जाता है. ठीक है? क्या बोला मैंने? फ्लोट. FLOAT. ठीक है? You got it right?
Yes, sir.
So अभी आ जाते हैं वापस ये I'm coming to this array. Now array means is a collection of the elements of the same data type. Okay, they are of same type. माने ये जो हमने स्टोर किया है this is okay, but this element is not okay here. Right? Got it? ठीक है? तो अब हमें ये एरे जो है एक्स्ट्रा क्या चीज देते हैं? Why we use this array exactly? Thing is that when you want to collect the elements of the same type in the same list, then we use array. And the thing is that one more thing, important thing is that if you know the base address means now, suppose I'm drawing this figure for you, A0, or suppose A9 लिखा हूं मैंने, ठीक है? A9 ऐसे कितने हैं? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, ठीक है? ये 9 है. So now it will be starting from A0 and we call it as index. ठीक है? ऐसे ऐसे कहाँ तक जाएगा ये? It will stop at
8.
8. ठीक है? तो बेनिफिट क्या है? If you know this address of this base index, इसको हम base बोलते हैं, we call it as base, right? Then you can find out the address of any other element in that array. आपको मैं पूछ लिया कि A7 का क्या एड्रेस है, आप इजीली बता पाओगे जब आपको पता होगा कि A0 का क्या एड्रेस, मतलब बेस का क्या एड्रेस है. If it is not array, then definitely you are not going to find it easily, right? You need to struggle a lot. But when it is array, it can easily be found out. Okay, so if someone asks you that what's the reason behind this array, or why you are using this array, then this should also be pointed out. Clear, Pusipala?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, तो मैं वापस आ जाता हूँ हमारा आज का फर्स्ट जो है फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, मतलब असाइनमेंट में. ठीक है? Although you'll get the recorded lecture, but still try to take a screenshot of this so that you can easily execute them. Now all of you open Spider. सभी लोग Spider open कर लो. तो एक एक स्टेटमेंट हम देखते हैं. We will go through each statement of this program, right? Come to this one. तो ये दिखाई दे रहा है 1 2 3 4 5 up to 26. So this says
Yes,
you,
sir.
yeah, this says you the lines of code, at which line you have that particular piece of code. So I'm coming to the line number 2. तो यहाँ मैंने क्या किया है? What we have done here is define is this keyword, you know, you all know because we already gone through different
So
practicals.
define a function.
Yeah, here we are trying to define some array function. ये underscore दिखाई दे रहे हैं आप लोगों को? You can keep a different name, of course. There is no problem, but the way of defining the array should be like this. ठीक है? Now, what the main line of code is saying that for I in array, ये क्या कर रहा हूँ? What I am doing here? I'm defining a for loop, right? मैं एक for loop define कर रहा हूँ. और बोलने की जरूरत है नहीं शायद. You all know that when we go for finding out the sum, then usually we do it with the help of iterations, right? A number of iterations should be done to find out that sum. So for that, first of all, we have to fix, or we have to initialize the value of sum as given 0. Okay, we have to fix the sum initialization value as 0. पहले मैं 0 assign कर दिया. ये sum, अब ये जो sum है sum, this is a variable, and you all know from my introduction of this Python language lectures that here we don't need to type integer, float, or these things. Yes, yes or no? It can be
Yes,
easily.
sir, because it's dynamic.
It's dynamic.
Language.
Yeah, it's dynamic, and it will be decided at the time you putting the value, right? So 0 is assigned to Sham. तो पहले से क्या वैल्यू है 0. अब जो फॉर आई इन एयर, एयर क्या है हम ये डिफाइन करेंगे कि क्या लेंथ है, व्हाट इज लेंथ ऑफ दैट एरे. तो ये 0 से लेके वो लेंथ तक एग्जीक्यूट होगा.
डिफाइन किया हुआ है.
Yes, exactly. So then sum is equal to sum plus I. Then return sum. We try to return that. We are actually returning that value of the sum. Then this is the driver function. Now let's take some values to this array. कुछ values put कर दो. मैं यहाँ put किया हूँ 2, 5, 7, 9. आप कोई भी put कर सकते हो. ठीक है. तो can you tell me what is the value of A2 now? Array 2. What is the value of array 2? क्या होगा जल्दी बताओ.
सर 7.
अच्छा, ओके. बाकी लोग क्या बोलोगे? 7. And anyone else? 5 किसी
7.
5 किसी को नहीं मिल रहा है. ओके, सुबह 7 को ऐसा 5 कुने उपवाना है. How could you miss that 5? I'm just confusing you. This is of course 7. You all are right. Very good. So अब क्या किया, ये array define किया, मतलब values put किया, define तो पहले ही कर लिया था हमने. अब we are trying to calculate this length with the function len. Len जो function है, this is a predefined function to calculate the length. Okay. Then answer. What answer we want? The sum. So this function is calculating the sum. So let's assign this. ठीक है, मैंने क्या किया? Just assign कर दिया. So now you have the sum at answer. So let's display the sum. Sum of the array is answer. So each line of code is clear to you?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Okay. ठीक है, तो मैंने रन किया, कंसोल में दिखाई दे रहा है. कंसोल आप और भी ले सकते हो. आई एम यूजिंग द कंसोल 1. यू कैन यूज द कंसोल 2. You just go through control P and you will find different console. So sum of the array we have found as 20t. Of course 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. तो मैं तो ये सिंपल रखा हूँ. आप लोग एक बिगर्स नंबर, एटलीस्ट 10 नंबर का सम लोगे. बात यह है कि ये फर्स्ट असाइनमेंट है, सब लोग नोट करना. यू ऑल नोट डाउन. यू विल टेक those 10 values from the users and you'll find a sum using array. Okay, clear? Coming to the
Yes,
next
sir.
question. Okay, next question, look at it. Now next question is a different way of doing the same thing. अभी हमने क्या निकाला था, sum निकाला था, but हमने खुद sum function define किया. Yes, sum function define करने के बाद हमने क्या किया, इनपुट लिया और उसके बाद उसका लेंथ फाइंड आउट करके सम फंक्शन को एग्जीक्यूट किया एंड we have assigned that value to one variable and then we are displaying it. Now the same thing can be done very easily with this already defined library function sum. So array, input the values, okay, then answer is your sum array. A sum is I'm repeating, is the user dimension inbuilt Python function to calculate the sum, right? Sum is an inbuilt function in Python that adds all the elements to the list set and tuples and returns the values. Sum the array is answer. But ये क्या है, ये second time करना, हमेशा खुद का function बनाएगा. You always try to build your own function. That will help you. That will actually make you efficient coding. Okay, because then only you will realize that what are the redundant codes you are including and how to improvise the code. These things you will get to know only when you are using your own function. Clear?
Yes sir.
Okay, so you will do this one also, but the first one, nobody is going to skip that. Now coming to the next question, next lab assignment. Okay, so as a lab assignment to আমি এটো কৰিবলৈ ল'ম যে যিমানখিনি এলিমেন্ট দিয়া আছে তাৰ ভিতৰত ডাঙৰটো উলিয়াম শুনিবলৈ সহজ but we will try to do it by our own defined function, not the user means in system inbuilt functions. For this also we are going to define our own functions, and let's term it as largest, and using the DEF keyword I'm defining it, right? Largest array comma n. Okay, array 0, let's assume it as the maximum element. पहले हमने इसको maximum में put कर मतलब initialize किया है और assign किया है. Then after that we'll traverse the array. You know the term traverse? Traverse का मतलब
Yes,
है,
sir.
yeah, from the very beginning you are just going through the locations of the elements. Going to the locations of the elements means you are trying to find out the values at that particular locations. तो traverse करना मतलब पूरा array के जो जो जहाँ जहाँ location है उसमें आप गए और उसका elements का value क्या है आपने उसी से देखा. But you are not performing any other operations. Do note that you are just traversing it. No, in this case, we are traversing as well as we are trying to compare every element with the maximum or current maximum element, and which has been initialized as the 0th one, right? And 0th one element को आपने max में रखा है, उसके साथ हर एक element को क्या किया है, traverse करते वक्त compare भी कर रहे हो आप. So for this also, what we are going to do, we are going to use a for loop. ठीक है? So for I in the range 1 to n, I think range functions we have used many times, no further discussion on that. Then if array I is greater than max, okay, then अगर array I greater than max का मतलब है जो अभी आपका एलिमेंट है, जिस एलिमेंट पे आप हो अभी, वो जो पहले आपने मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट डिसाइड करके रखा था, असाइन करके रखा था, उससे बड़ा है. The means current element is now greater than the maximum element that you already assigned. So what you will do, you will swap these elements, means the max now comes to that max being assigned to that current element. Okay, so for that you just try to include this code. Max is assigned array I. इस लाइन तो देखिए सर, ये जो दिखाई दे रहा है ना, ये लाइन आपको क्या करेगा, करंट एलिमेंट को मैक्स के साथ असाइन कर देगा. और हमें क्या चाहिए, व्हाट वी वांट, after the whole range been
Largest
covered,
value.
largest element, after the whole range been covered, we want the maximum element. Of course that when we traverse this thing, we are comparing and we are assigning this thing. After the execution of the for loop, we'll get the maximum element at max. So return using the keyword return, return max. So this function is clear now. Now for that, again, I'm using the same array 2579. Length is len r. Answer is largest array comma n. So largest element is, यहाँ क्या होना चाहिए आपका largest element?
9.
So आंसर हमें क्या मिला, कंसोल में देखो, सब लोग कंसोल में देखो. We got the answer
Nine.
as 9. Very good. ठीक है, ये करोगे आप लोग. आप इसका आपको ऑपोजिट करना है, मिनिमम एलिमेंट निकालोगे. ठीक है, you will find the minimum element from the given n. Now coming to the next question, next lab assignment, and before that I just want to give you a brief introduction of this monotonic series. Monotonic series क्या है मैं थोड़ा बता देता हूँ. So our task is, our lab assignment is that to check if the given array is monotonic or not. And what is monotonic actually? Monotonic का मतलब ये है कि आप एक particular sequence follow कर रहे हो. You are not mixing up the things. You are following one pattern, either increasing or decreasing. যেনেকে মই কলো তোমালোকক 1 2 3 4 5 like that, and suppose a function fi is equal to I, Okay, I'm defining a function fi is equal to I. Let's define this function fi is equal to I. Okay, just a minute. Then this will be monotonic. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. When this I belongs to these real numbers or natural numbers, then monotonically decreasing, if it will be 5, 6, like that, because this is F1, this is F2, and this is Ft, like that. So elements are growing in that way. So if it is clear now, let's come to the textual definition of it. An array A is monotonic increasing if for all I less than equal to j, ai is less than equal to aj. बुझी पाए समझ में आ गई ये चीज? An array is monotonically decreasing if it is the opposite case, that is for all I less than equal to j, ai is greater than aj. ठीक है सर? So the monotonic increasing and monotonic decreasing आ गया समझ में सबको? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Take an example, 6544. Then 5, 15, 20, 10. ये दो एग्जाम्पल आप प्रोग्राम बना के देखोगे. पहले मैं प्रोग्राम को बता देता हूं कैसे करते हैं. ठीक है? Let's come back to the program. You can see this. So define is monotonic A. Return all ai is less than equal to ai plus 1 for I in the range length a minus 1. Length a का मतलब है क्या? Suppose 10 एलिमेंट है ना? तो क्या मिलेगा मुझे? लेंथ 10 मिलेगा. बट आपको पता है जो रेंज है हमारा एक्चुअली 0 to कितना होगा? 9 होगा. ठीक है? यस?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो इसीलिए मैंने क्या लिखा? फॉर आई इन रेंज लेंथ a minus 1 और फॉर ऑल ai greater than equal to ai plus 1 फॉर i इन द रेंज. मतलब अभी हम कंसीडर कर रहे हैं कि ये आइदर मोनोटोनिक इंक्रीजिंग हो या मोनोटोनिक डिक्रीजिंग भी हो, बट मोनोटोनिक है या नहीं. ओके, वो पैटर्न फॉलो कर रहा है या नहीं. whether that pattern, these two patterns being followed, if either of them follow, then we'll print as yes, this given array is monotonic. Okay, so that's why we have written these two lines. Now let's consider one array, say 6544. You may consider the other tools that I have just shown to you, and then print a. ठीक है? तो क्योंकि देखो ये 1 लेस देन 2, तो ये डिक्रीजिंग हो रहा है, डिक्रीजिंग हो रहा है, और लास्ट में क्या हो रहा है? 4 4 इक्वल हो रहा है. तो ये मोनोटोनिकली डिक्रीजिंग है. So let's check it. Yes, the answer is true. ठीक है? Got it? Now,
Yes, sir.
what you will do? Yes, okay. आप लोगों को क्या करना है? You will take one array as input where the elements will be mixed, sorry. Means they are not following either monotonically increasing or decreasing order. They are mixed. So the answer should be false. Means the output we should get as false. And that program you will for it.
मतलब यूजर से इनपुट लेना है ना.
हाँ, यूजर से इनपुट लोगे, ऐसा इनपुट लोगे जो मिक्स है. ये जैसे यहाँ पे मोनोटोनिकली डिक्रीजिंग में फॉलो कर रहा हूँ या इंक्रीजिंग फॉलो कर रहा हूँ, बट उसमें ऐसा नहीं, मतलब मोनोटोनिक नहीं होगा वो एरे. ठीक है?
तो फॉल्स आना चाहिए.
फॉल्स आना चाहिए. ठीक है? अब फॉल्स खुद ही खुद बना मत लेना, पहले इनपुट.
Yes, sir.
चलो आज के लिए आई थिंक इतना प्रोग्राम्स काफी है. सब लोग करके मुझे 1:15 बजे तक 1:15 तक दे दोगे. That's all for today. Thank you.
Yes, sir.